What's going on, guys and gals? ChuckWagon back at you, and today got some big news to discuss. As I'm sure most of you have heard by now, EA, DICE, and Visceral announced on July 22nd that BattleField Hardline has been delayed until early 2015. This is big news for a couple different reasons, but is also very refreshing at the same time. We all lived the nightmarish launch of BF4, and while the game is in a much better state today than it was last year, it is still being heavily patched through initiatives in the CTE. So a couple of information they received from the community since the Hardline beta, and what appears to be a bit of a change in direction from EA, and what we get is an announcement concerning the delay of Hardline. Now I say there's a bit of a change in direction from EA because in a recent interview with Kotaku, which you can find the link in the description below, EA CEO Andrew Wilson had the following to say: "We have really gone and fundamentally changed the development process. So the time from alpha to final is now significantly longer, so we're asking teams to finish earlier. We're also looking at teams and saying you have to maintain a playable build from the very first conceptual phase, so we can be testing stability and scalability all the way through the development process. So maybe we're finally turning a corner here, and it's a little bit less about the money. I mean, they are making the decision to push it back into 2015 and thus miss out on the 2014 holiday sales they otherwise would have benefited from. And maybe it's more about delivering a better product and more complete product at launch and try to get back some of that consumer loyalty that they've certainly lost with Battlefield 4. Now, some of the key reasons for the delay are they are trying to enhance the multiplayer to make it feel less like a DLC for BF4 and more like its own unique title. And as mentioned before, they received a lot of feedback from the Hardline beta from the community concerning things that people would like implemented into the game, as well as some things that needed changed and or tweaked. And they're also looking at improving upon the single-player story mode to give it some more depth and just to improve that overall experience as well. And lastly, and probably most importantly, they're working on improving the overall stability of the game. And as I said before as well, this is a major initiative still in the CTE, and the fixes that are being worked on there not only are being put into BF4, but also will be included in the Hardline launch as well. I'm sorry, but this is great news and just so refreshing to finally have someone pump the brakes and say, okay, let's not repeat history here with Hardline. They're still trying to fix BF4 and develop the next game, so it is definitely a relief to hear they're going to take the time necessary to make sure it is as complete and stable as it can be when it launches, all while listening to the feedback from the community and really taking into account what we have to say about the state of the franchise. I'm certainly more excited about BFH now than I was before, and I'll entertain the thought of a pre-order in the coming months as we get more details and news concerning the development of the game. Whereas before, there was little to no chance of me pre-ordering BFH. So what are your thoughts on this? You think we've finally turned a corner with this franchise and we'll finally start to see some more stable releases, DLCs? Please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyway, our time has come to an end for today. If you like what you saw, please go ahead and like and share the video. Helps me out a ton. And go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. I appreciate your support. Until the next one, guys, take care.